Hi guys, it's me. Today I want to talk about Aries. And before anything, before you start like throwing tomatoes at me, if you're an Aries, just know that whatever I'm gonna say, I'm saying it from my heart, and just little things that I think that Aries, well, just how they are. Um, anyway, so yeah, Aries people are, I know like a lot of people always like are curious about how they are because, well, to begin with, Aries have this thing that are very charming, right? And a lot of times like they can get in trouble because, well, every fire signs, um, they have this magnetism, right? That a lot of people are intrigued by. And, well, they can get in trouble because, well, they consider to be the ladies man. um, Aries people are very dynamic, and so yeah, like they can get in really big trouble because, well, like I think like every fire sign has this thing, like there is this magnetism about them that people really like. And because of that, well, a lot of times, like I said, they can get in trouble because um, you know, a lot of like women's and men, if you're a fire sign female, we're attracted to them. So yeah, and tarot, the fire signs are represented by, you know, the ones, and the ones are all about action, are all about um, being dynamic. They're people that are not sitting around. They are always moving. They are always on the go. And yeah, that could, like I said, sometimes I get Aries especially in trouble. Um, if they are with a female, okay, this is another tarot card that the Aries are represented by, which is the Emperor. And the Emperor is all about, being in control. Like most Aries either have their own business or they're either managers, supervisors. They have some kind of a position that where they like to tell people what to do. Aries people don't like to be told what to do. Like, yeah, if you're a female and you're trying to control an Aries, well, good luck. Aries people don't like to be told what to do, and they don't do well with any um, queen, any female that is in a lower energy. Anybody that tries to control them, anybody that tries to tell them what to do, well, Aries is gonna just, right? Like, I'm out of here. Like, so fast, it's not even funny. Yeah, Aries people don't like to be told what to do. Um, what else? Yeah. The only way that you can control an Aries is if the Aries wants to be controlled. Otherwise, like, no. Like I said, don't tell them what to do. They don't like that. They hate it. Aries wants to be free, and not as in like free, like I'm gonna do whatever I want and you have to tolerate me and stuff like that. No, nothing like that. They just want to be left alone. They want to do whatever they want to do, um, obviously without being disrespectful to anybody, right? They just want to be themselves, and they don't like people that try to control them, right? If you are a female that it's with Aries, well, like I said, controlling, telling them what to do, that's just gonna scare your Aries. They hate that. They don't like it. They don't like to be bossed around. No, 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 no. So, what else about Aries? They're very fast in making decisions, and sometimes I think that works against them. The only time that I think it works in their favor is when they have to make a decision, like let's say like they find there is a better job for them. Well, Aries won't even think about it. They will just go for it. Unlike other signs that will take their time, like to think about it and stuff, an earth sign will think about it and not take action. Well, Aries will take action, and Aries will go towards what Aries wants, right? With passion, with an attitude, they're gonna go for it. That's one thing I like Aries. One thing that I don't like about Aries is the fact that they're always bored. Yes, and not like they are bored. No, they get bored easily. All right. If you have if you know an Aries, or if you're dating an Aries or married to an Aries, like Aries has to be constantly they don't like routine, right? They hate routine. So they're always like, I'm bored. Like, what else is new? Because Aries, like I said, has the energy of the Fool. Like, they always looking for something, an adventure, something that will make them vibrate. And yeah, otherwise they're gonna be like this guy, like, ugh, I'm so bored over here. Like, what's next? Like, I want to do something. Another thing I don't like about Aries, ugh, forgive me, but they live in the past. They do. They do. They live in the past. If God forbids you say something to an Aries, or you did something to an Aries, they won't let go. They are in this energy, like they have a hard time letting go of the past. I think like they live in the past, if you ask me. That's something I don't like about Aries. I mean, I like the fact that they're dynamic. They are always like they're people that are not sitting down. No, no, no. Aries has to constantly be doing something, and sometimes it's too much. Because, like I said, there are people that are like, let's go, like right here, like now, let's do it. If an Aries asks you to do them a favor or something, do it right away. Otherwise, they're gonna get really mad. Because there are people, like I said, that they don't like to wait. Not for you, not for anybody. They hate waiting. Don't make them wait. One more thing. What else? Yeah, like I said, don't try to control them or they will leave. They don't like to be told what to do. And yeah, with a broken heart, but they will go and they're gonna find something that actually makes them feel good about themselves or fulfill. Because like I said, they hate routine. They don't like routine, and they don't like to have any females bossing them around. There's so much that you can do that an Aries will not. Yeah, the only way that you can control an Aries is if an Aries is in the same lower energy as you, right? Like, because if Aries is not in his power, well, they'll be doing whatever you want them to do, right? But as soon as Aries takes his power back, they'll be leaving. They will leave. Because like I said, and they will leave like looking for something that makes them feel good about themselves. Because like I said, there are people that don't like to be controlled. The only way a female will control an Aries is if an Aries lets you take control of them, right? Like a lot of times, like people say like, oh, Aries left me, or Aries is like that, or it's like this. Yeah, they could be egotistic sometimes, but well, a lot of times. But like I said, the only way that an Aries is gonna stay for a long time with somebody, if it's the Aries wants to stay there. Otherwise, they are gonna get bored and they are gonna leave. Because like I said, the only person that controls an Aries, it's an Aries, right? That's the only way. That's the only way. Um, Aries people are so much like an air sign, very curious about things. If you want to tell something to an Aries, write it down on your social media, because they will find out. They will find whatever you're trying to tell them. Aries is very curious. They always want to know what somebody else is doing. Especially if they like that person, they want to know everything about that person. Everything. So if you want to talk to an Aries, you want to leave them a little message, make sure that you write it down on your social media. They will find it. They will find it. Another thing is like, I see Aries as always creating something in their mind. Like, a lot of time they create these things that are not even happening, but they think that they're happening, right? Like they're so curious and so much in their head that they create stories in their head that are not even happening. They are that way, like, right? Too much curiosity, and sometimes it backfires. Another thing, they're always guarded, right? Like always guarded. They don't like conflicts. These are people that turn away from conflicts. Like they don't like any confrontations. They hate that. They hate conflicts. They hate drama. They don't like any kind of stuff. They are very sweet. Aries are very sweet. Like, and I know, like I said, that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, no, they are a-holes, narcissistic people and stuff. But you know what? No, deep inside, they're very nice. Another thing about Aries is like they, especially if they have water in their sign, like in their chart, they are very much like, don't say anything. Like they hate people. No, they don't like people knowing things that are going on with their lives. They are so much like, oh, I don't like they don't like, yeah, they don't like people that know everything about their lives. They're very much like in the down low. Like they don't like people talking about them. They hate people talking about them. That's one thing that they don't like. Like they're so much to like, oh, what are the people gonna say about me? Oh, if I do this and that, like I think sometimes that they're very people pleaser, because even though there's so much like this, right? Like they're represented by the emperor, and the emperor has everything under control. But with Aries, the fact that people are going to talk about them, that terrifies them. They don't like that. Like they will stop doing something because what is the people going to say? What are the people going to say about me? Like that will stop them right there. There are some Aries that are like very defensive. Like they're always like thinking that people are gonna attack them or something, or they're trying like to do something to them. I don't know. I feel like they always like have, and like I said, not all Aries are like that. Especially if Aries have like fire in the chart, like fire plus fire plus fire, like they're very much like, you know, like an emperor. Like, oh, I have control of this. You will never see an Aries that has double or triple fire in the chart crying. Never. I mean, my husband is an Aries and I have never seen him cry once. He's very much like this guy over here. Like, so, yeah. And like I said, yeah, they always think like somebody is like, it's like plotting something against them. That's the sense that I get about Aries. They're very prideful, right? They're very prideful. Like, they like to be the it, right? Like I said, emperors are like that. Like, they love to feel like they're it, right? Like, oh, I'm winning. I'm doing this. They're very competitive too. Sometimes they could fall into the dark side. And I think like when Aries is in a very low vibration, like I said, they're very much to the, what are people gonna say about me if I do what I want to do, right? Like, if I want to act like the fool, and not literally like a fool, but if I want to do what I want to do without having to think what other people are going to say, or if they're going to judge me or criticize me. And I think like that's when an Aries falls in a lower vibration of, well, I got to do what people think is right for me and not so much what I want to do. And then they're gonna start looking for, since they're gonna be feeling empty, that they're not doing what they want to do, it's when they fall in this lower vibration of maybe like they start drinking, doing drugs, popping pills, whatever, because they are suppressing who they want to be, what they want to do. So, and instead of doing what they're going to do, they're going to start suppressing it. Because they're going to start suppressing it, they're going to be in this lower energy of, you know, addictions. I also noticed that since Aries, it's very much to like, let's do things, let's do this, let's do that. Addictions are very hard for Aries, because, and they're very easy to fall into this lower vibration, because like I said, like, they are risk takers, and they want to try new things. They don't like routine. So if there's something that they're gonna do, and they're gonna be quick to take actions, right? Oh, let's get into trouble over here. Let's get into trouble because, you know, I want something that makes me feel like I'm alive. And yeah, if you're an Aries, please be careful with addictions, because yeah, I noticed like Aries are very prompt to fall into addictions, any kind of addictions. They have a very high sex drive. So yeah, that could get them in trouble sometimes. And like I said, they're always looking for the newer, better, something that is going to make them feel alive again. What else? They are very fast at falling in love, supposedly. Aries, I noticed that they're very fast at, you know, falling in love, and I said in quotations because yeah, they're easy to fall in love, but they're very fast in falling out of love also. Like in any other, like, they're always in like, I like you today, but I don't know so much about tomorrow. Like, it's gonna take it's something big for me to be interested in you or in somebody for a long time. Because, like I said, they're always in the move. Like, a lot of times when you see an Aries and this energy, this is like that player type in tarot. Well, when it's in reverse, like the player type, the one that doesn't stay. It's always looking for something new. And when it's in this position, like, well, it's always looking for a new adventure, something new, something that is going to excite them. So yeah, they have some player tendencies, and there is in a lower vibration, like I said, since they're always they could fall in the egotistic sense of, you know, I am it. Like, people admire me and I always go for what I want and whenever I want it. And they could fall in this lower energy of feeling like, you know, like they need to have it, they want to have it, it's gonna make me feel good. So yeah, it could be a little difficult for an Aries sometimes. But like I said, other than that, they're very dynamic. They do one thing I don't like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it because I did another video before this and I had to delete it. But yeah, they're always like and they stay stuck in the past and things that happened to them, or like they're always like, you know, like, oh, you did this to me or whatever, like, or if something bad happens to them, like they will replay in their mind over and over. And this is a vibrating energy that they're gonna be in. Like I have some friends, like every time that my friends remember something bad that happened to them, oh my god, they keep like repeating it and crying again and again. And I'm like, oh my god, this whole year my friend cried like about the same thing like 100 times. Because like I said, like they have a hard time letting go of something that happens to them. And you know, that's one trait that I don't like about them. Like, you know, if something happens to us, like something bad, yeah, remember, so you don't fall in the same pattern again. The same thing happens to you again. Remember, and take it as a lesson that happened to you and you learn it, but don't keep it in your present, because then it's going to block you from, you know, living your life, living a happy life. There's no need to be in this energy forever, for the rest of your life. Absolutely not need, right? It's going to bring you down every time. And every time you cry about something that happened to you, it's going to lower your vibration and it's going to keep you trapped in this, right? It's like an addiction, like something that it's going to just keep you there in a lower energy, chained to your sadness, your grief, your whatever. Let it go. Let it go. And it's 2021. Whenever that happened to you, like it already happened. And best thing that you can do is like move on, right? As fast as you can, move the hell on. Don't stay in that lower energy. That's something that I will say. Another thing about Aries is, like I said, I'm in love with you today. I don't know about tomorrow. They're always in this energy of like, but what if the grass is greening on the other side? Like, what if it's greener there? And it's like, no, Aries, your grass is gonna be green. What they say, like, yeah, there is a post that I saw on social media, like the grass is gonna be green whatever you water it. Like, it's, and they're always in this energy, like, you know, should I stay or should I go? Is it greener over there or is it here? Is there something better out there? And that's, you know, always in this energy. I notice like sometimes they're in this energy of like, what if it's better over there? Maybe it's not. So just to stay wherever you are. um, and yeah, well, I think that's about it. Let me see what else. Yeah, if something doesn't go the way that Aries wanted, oh my God, they start losing hope and they start like, poor me, everything happens to me because nothing ever goes right for me. That is a lie, but you know, Aries like Aries like to lose hope like so quickly. They fall in this category of like, oh, poor me, like everything bad happens to me. I knew that that was gonna happen to me because that's just who I am. Like, yeah, they're very easily like in a um in a high vibration, you know, they are, you know, very strong. They're very sensitive. That's one thing. Like Aries, it's even though like they appear to you like, oh, they're strong and they know what they're doing and this and that, and you know, whatever I put my mind into, like that's what I'm gonna do. But when they're in a lower vibration, they are very sensitive. They can be very sensitive. They are people with a good heart. I know this. I've seen it. There, and I know a lot of you are gonna be like, where, where exactly is that good heart? But they do have a good heart. They're people with a good heart, good intentions. Like I said, if you are scorned about an Aries, like leaving you, whatever, like they are just, you know, they probably weren't happy or whatever, and they decided to leave. They, like I said, they are people that they don't like routine, and they are always like looking for the next adventure. That's just how they are. But like I said, and Aries like in a high vibration, they are very nice. They're very nice people, and um, yeah, like I said, the only thing I don't like is like when they get in this energy of like, poor me, everything happens to me. And you know, no, everything happens to everybody, but Aries tends to stay in this energy for a while unless they have somebody next to them like telling them like, you know, it happens to everybody, not just you. So yeah, well, that's it about the Aries, and maybe I forgot a thing or two, but I think I covered most of it. Okay, well, I hope you like this video, and yeah, and like I said, if you're an Aries and you're like, oh no, that's not me, well, it's probably you. But anyway, right? Everybody has the right to, uh, you know, think whatever they want. But like I said, everything I said it from the bottom of my heart and with a good intentions. So, okay, bye.